Hello good day viewers. In this tutorial we are going to evaluate the square root of I. Remember, we have only learned how to find the square root of -1, which is equal to I. So what is the square root of I? We only know that I is a complex number which can be written as z equal to I, right? Where the real part is 0. And since the real part is 0, we can write this complex number as z equal to 0 plus I. So in order to evaluate square root of I, let us transform this complex number into its polar form. Okay, let us find the modulus R. You know it is going to be the square root of the real part squared plus the imaginary part squared, which is the coefficient of I, which is 1 squared. 0 squared is 0, 1 squared is 1 square root of 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, the modulus is equal to 1. So what about the angle? You know, if you construct this complex number, because it is just I on y-axis, 1 unit above is 90 degrees. Therefore, the angle subtended is 90 degrees. Pi divided by 2. So now let us write the complex number in polar form. Z will be equal to, remember, R multiplied by cosine of theta plus I sine theta, where our R is equal to 1, so we don't have to include it. We only have cosine of theta, which is pi divided by 2, plus I sine pi divided by 2. Therefore, our I is equivalent to cosine of pi divided by 2 plus I sine of pi divided by 2. But we are not only looking for the I, rather the square root of the I. And you know that square root of I can also be written as I raised to the power of 1 over 2. So it's like we are going to raise z to the power of 1 over 2, right? And our z is already equal to this one. So let's do that. If you have z raised to the power of n, this can be written as r raised to the power of n multiplied by cosine of n times that angle plus I sine of n multiplied by that angle. So if we substitute everything here, remember our r is equal to 1, so we have z raised to the power of 1 over 2, for which n is equal to 1 over 2. This is equal to 1 to the power of 1 over 2, then multiplied by cosine of what? N is 1 over 2, and our angle is pi divided by 2, plus I sine of n 1 over 2 multiplied by theta, which is pi divided by 2. 1 to the power of half is still 1, so we don't have to do anything. This is equal to cosine of pi divided by 4, then plus I sine of pi divided by 4. So all we need to do in order to evaluate this square root of I is to simplify this. Cosine of pi divided by 4 is equal to root 2 divided by 2 plus I multiplied by sine of pi divided by 2 is also root 2 divided by 2. Finally, you can see that the square root of I, which is equal to this, is equal to root 2 divided by 2 plus root 2 divided by 2 I. As simple as this. Therefore, the square root of I is equal to root 2 divided by 2 plus root 2 divided by 2I. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Bye-bye.